Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
You're watching Crypto Hamster channel, a short update today as I promised not to ramble too much, so start with the news. One news, very sort of ridiculous article, in my opinion. If Bitcoin continues to take so much energy, it will kill the planet on 2033 or 2034. And this is sort of, I would say, overestimated. And it is actually paper in the journal Nature Climate Change, so quite a respectable journal, but you see a lot of the comments about that already mentioned and explained that it is not exactly the data based on understanding what is happening with Bitcoin and crypto and so on. So we shall shut down all the industry and a lot of the other facilities if we would consider these sort of predictions. Second thing is there's a prediction about the rise in Bitcoin price. Cryptocurrency market will see 5,000% gains over next decade, and this is a 20 trillion market by 2028. And it was made by Nigel Green, founder of CEO and UK-based financial consultancy firm The Vera Group. So it's quite of reasonable and respectable agency, I would think. So they claim that blockchain is key tech and a lot of the use cases, and it proves the fact that it actually helps and works and efficient and so on. So probably we'll see the booming soon. Another experts, so this is actually the claiming about this article which I mentioned before, so it's dangerous and misleading about study hyping Bitcoin energy use. So it's sort of contradictory arguments. You can check the article if you want. Let me know, I can send you the link if you in the comment section. So another one is the truth about blockchain, proof to value. So it says that blockchain is a transformation tool, and technology is proven, it works, and it's also builds a business channel about the ecosystem and gain senior management support, scale for production, and a lot of the advantages of this technology. So probably eventually it will boom. So quite thoughtful and reasonable understanding. Another one is uncharted Bitcoin OTC market gear up for institutional inflows. It actually say that OTC market is 2-3 times more than the standard, not the OTC but exchanges market, trading market, daily on the volume, and it's quite huge in terms of the hidden volume which we don't see. So a lot of the trading is made in the way that it doesn't affect the price currently. So what will happen eventually, that it may serve as accumulated volume, accumulated money for crypto coins, Bitcoin and something like that in future. So we don't see that, but it's actually really huge. Now let's look at the price of Bitcoin. You see it became even smaller in terms of the spread between the exchanges. Now it's $50, very encouraging, I would say. So probably something like 6,300 it will settle eventually. And I was going to look at the some of the altcoins, but just basically very brief look, because yesterday we looked at the promising ones, and I would just want to show you those which I consider to be also very interesting, but I didn't include them yesterday. So, and why? First, this one is NEO, and a lot of thought about this, but I don't believe that it will not make any reasonable gains. Eventually it will, I'm sure, because NEO is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Chinese project out there in crypto, and now it's absolutely a bargain. And you see, we can go 10 times, 15 times from now, and now it's actually approaching the support level, and if it will break it, then it will be probably a nice option to buy it. Also, you see the volume which was here. We're ready to set off, but why didn't I include it? Because it's actually quite high capitalization, and it's hard to move it that far than the small altcoins, at least in the short term. Another one which I didn't mention but I really like is Ontology, and you see why I didn't include it, because it had the support much lower, like twice, like 50% from now, and also it even almost touched that, so I think that it may go even lower from the current price. So I wouldn't risk to buy it while we have better options out there. And finally, XRP, which we all looked at carefully. So it had very nice chance to rise, but it didn't. Eventually we are stable around 50 cents, like 44 cents maybe. Now in fact, XRP is one of the best opportunities in the short term, in my opinion, because a lot of the hype around it, if the bull market will happen, then all the supporters XRP will just boom in terms of the news and progress and everything, I think. So they will try to push this, and it will probably grow. Just we need to wait. But still, so far, while we have better options, I didn't consider it, didn't include it yesterday. So don't want to keep it that long. I have a lot of things to say about the other things and news and everything. Again, like we can talk about ADA, why similar to NEO in principle. But anyway, if you consider to enter, this is the time, guys. Just pick the proper players in the market. Think about your risk management, your risk tolerance, and go ahead. I think you wouldn't find the better time to start, at least not just go full all in, but just start your building your portfolio from now on. That's it. Safe trading. See you tomorrow, guys.